So Stephon Clark's kids are going to get $2.4 million after he was justifiably shot by the police. I can't begin to express the frustration as a former police officer, even when I was a police officer, the frustration with cities and police departments paying out criminals who get justifiably shot. Now, I can understand if the police officer did something wrong, they charged him with murder, they charged him with any variable of a crime that would indicate that the cop did something wrong, and you pay the family out. I get that. That's all good. They need to get paid out. Officers should get fired. But if they go to court and the judge determines, the prosecutor determines that the officers did nothing wrong, and you pay the family out $2 million, that is blasphemy. That is taxpayer dollars going to a thug who's committing a crime which leads to his death. I don't get it, man. And if you guys don't remember Stephon Clark, it was a guy in Sacramento. He broke into multiple cars on the street, knocking out windows. People called the police. He tried to break into someone else's house before police encountered him on the side of his grandmother's house, which they didn't know it was his grandmother's house. They encountered him. They said, stop, stop, stop. He takes off running in pitch black. Grandma grass, about tall as my 9-year-old. He goes to the back. He drops his phone and he comes up with the phone. And to them, it appears as if he's pulling a gun on them. So they fire shots at him. They fired 20 shots. And people are like, why did they shoot 20? Because when you're shooting, you don't know if you're getting shot back or not. You're shooting until you see the person drop. So they shoot the kid. Mind you, one of the officers was black. They try to make it a race thing. They protested about it. And the officers were let off. Reasonable shooting. They honestly believe that the person had a gun. If he hadn't been breaking into people's houses, he hadn't been burglarizing the street, he hadn't been running, and he hadn't been posturing himself as if he had a gun, he wouldn't have gotten shot. If you're going to determine that the shooting was unlawful, then the officers need to go to jail. I don't understand. They don't go together. They did the same thing with Michael Brown. This is the SJW culture that we're living in. It needs to come to a stop. If you're going to give the family money, the officers need to go to prison. If the officers are not going to prison or not being charged, the family gets no money. They have essentially provided this thug's kids with $2.4 million of taxpayer dollars. Think about this for a minute. The police officers that were forced to shoot him because of his behaviors, they get zero. The trauma, the counseling that those officers may have to go through because they were forced to kill a person, they get zero money. Michael Brown, the officer that he fought, they paid his family out like $6 million, $9 million or something like that. The officer involved in that situation, his family gets no money. He'll never be an officer again. They gave him nothing. But they give criminals. I mean, I don't understand how people become or are dedicated to being police officers anymore. I'll tell you what, man, with the way policing is in America today, I would never go back. Only way I would go back to policing if I was to be a sheriff so I can go in and clean house. Y'all let me know what you think, man. $2 million to a guy that was justifiably shot? I don't get it, man. Write in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell. Bookmark the channel. Visit Theofficertatum store for all your merch. Theofficertatum store. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out.